last two outings, and you talked about how integral getting ahead in the count was, and how big has that been for you in terms of the success you've had this year, and how much have you had to work on that?
Worked on it quite a bit. It's really been vital to my success as a pitcher, and I mean every pitcher, when they're successful, they're getting ahead in their counts, and it's just something that I've had to really work on, and I feel better about myself every time I go out there and I work ahead.
Is that something you had struggled with in the past, or do they just put that much more of an emphasis on it at this level?
They put more of an emphasis on it at this level because each level you're going to have to work on something different. Just throughout high school, you could be dominant with a couple pitches here and there, and now at this level you got to have 2 to 3 more pitches than your fastball, and so working ahead with all 3 of those pitches is something that has been key for me.
What's your confidence level after the last 2 starts?
Just, I still feel like there's stuff that I got to work on. I go out and pitch to try to help my team win. The success isn't mine. I give all my glory to God, and for me, it's about going out to the next outing, not living in the one that I just did.
Has any part of your last 2 starts surprised you that you were able to do this as a true freshman, or no?
It's always humbling.
Mm-hmm.
We work our tails off every day for moments like that. I'm not going to say that it's something that I expect out of myself, but it's something that I really work hard for.
How much does it help you pitching on Saturday? How closely do you watch things on Friday, and do you chart? Are you the charter on Friday?
Yes, sir. Actually, I get to chart pitches on Friday and Sunday, so it really helps me out a lot to see where guys like Clark and Adam throw pitches, and so the next day out for me, I can learn from what Clark did and place pitches in the same spot.
Do you talk to him after he finishes his Friday games too?
Clark and I don't really talk to each other unless he's just like, go ahead, go get him, or something like that. We don't really talk to each other. We try to stay out of each other's heads, and if one of us has a question during the game or something like that, like where's this pitch or where'd you think this was, then we'll ask. But we usually just let each other go to work, and then on Sunday we'll be messing around in the dugout and having a good time.
I know some are, but were you much of a charter before you got here? Was that something you even thought about before you got here?
Actually, during my time with Tommy John in my senior year, I charted pitches and watched the other team's pitchers and helped my team out the best way that I could. So I would say I'm pretty used to it. Yes, sir.
Well. Yeah, your first start here was like your first start in 2 years, wasn't it? After
it was like 20 months. Actually, this Sunday will be the 2 years.
What was that like coming back from that, and not just coming back at the level you've been able to come back at?
It was pretty emotional because, I mean, people told me that I wouldn't throw a baseball ever again in my life. Some people would tell me that I wouldn't be back to where I am now until this 2-year mark. And so it was a lot of mixed emotions, and I wanted to prove a lot of people wrong.
Braden, is there a story of how you ended up here from Oklahoma?
I played for the Evo Shield Canes, and so coming from playing in the Midwest to East Coast, doing a lot of showcase events with them, and getting to be recruited by people like Coach Holbrook was just phenomenal, and I'm really glad that I decided to come here.
Had you been to this part of the world before? Were you familiar with the atmosphere and everything out here? Or?
I came here after I committed, and I saw it in a game, and they were playing Texas A&M, and I was just awestruck about it. But before commitment, I was never able to come out.